Grand Risings, everybody that chose this Purple Galaxy card deck, my original tarot deck. This message is for you. What is it that Pound number one is? Okay. Your first card was a Fool card. And then your next card was the Devil card. Okay. Heavy on the Capricorn energy. All this is for your happiness, okay? For your greatest good. All right, your first card is the Fool card. The Fool card just talks about being carefree and just not really, like out of sight, out of mind is what I don't know why that came to mind, but it did. And then you have the Devil energy, which is known for its toxicity, the possessiveness, it's so much like addiction, and the Devil card is what it is. It talks about seduction, addiction, lust, toxicity, like okay. I'm hearing it's time for you to stop being a fool. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to say it, but it's out there now. Because we're asking Spirit, what is it that you need to let go of? And how you can, this is what you need to let go of. You need to let go of being a fool for this devil, like this devil energy, whatever this is. This could be your energy. Like, this could be lusts that you have. This could be addictions that you have. And you're just like, yeah, it's my life. I'm gonna live it how you only live once. Here on this, you only live one time, in that vessel that you have in that body, you only get one chance, one shot. Feel like Eminem. Get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. Yes. The Fool. Yeah, so you can reach this happiness. I feel like maybe not being so carefree. Like, you just, I'm just kidding. Like, you just don't care. Yeah. This is about a decision. The Judgment. Well, the Judgment card can talk about a decision. I'm still hearing decision. At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Cups, and cups are about their feelings, and it's like it's a choice between, like, this is devil energy, so it's like you're choosing between devil energy and your happiness, or things that you feel strongly about, your boundaries. Here, like that's your decision to be made, and for me, it would be an easy one. Yeah. You have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So now I don't know, because you could be choosing between this toxicity of being the fool and just kind of living carefree. Like, I want to say, like, comfort zone kind of. Anything easy is just what it is. It's easy. Anything worth having, you're gonna have to work for. So this could just be easy for you. Like, this relationship it could just be easy and kind of carefree for you. And it's like you're needing now to make the decision between this Yeah, having you looking like a fool because that's your energy, like your energy of the fool energy of just kind of like not caring or just like as long as I don't see it type of thing. That's a foolish like. Um, I had a friend back in the day that would say that all the time. As long as I don't see it and I don't hear nothing about it, I don't care what he does because he comes home to me every night. That's foolish as hell. That is like some of the most foolish energy I have ever heard in my life. I never understood that even being young. Even now in my 30s, I still don't understand why people say that. Um, Anyways, so it's like a choice between that and your Ace of Cups. I mean, like they talk about feelings. This is a cup of love for me. Like, let's see right here. Yeah. Dang, you got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands talks about a decision, and it's a decision between this cup and this other A. We don't know where the cup is. I can't tell you where the cup is coming from. I can't tell you this cup. I feel like this is you. Like you are that. You are that. I don't know why. I was ready to say you are that dove, and then I look at the cup and I see the W right there, and it kind of hit different for me. Like you are that. You are that cup of love. You are the winner. You are the trophy, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of recognizing that's what you are. Okay. Okay. Well, this card, your Nine of Wands came out in reverse. The Knight of Wands talks about being resilient. Being resilient, like have been through a whole lot and you're just coming out on top. However, your card coming out in reverse just kind of means the opposite. Like if you decide to stay with this foolish energy and you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, and you just want to stay there, or you know what I'm saying, you could be saying that now because you could be around that person. It's like, yeah, no, that ain't my reading. I don't know what she's talking about. In reverse just kind of means like, you're not gonna go nowhere. You're gonna be stuck. This is a stuck energy right here. Anything toxic, lustful situations, addictions, they keep you in a cycle. And you also had the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, I usually like hear balance and things. Every card reads something different for every single reading. Sometimes it be the same and sometimes they're completely different. Just whatever it is that picks up. Okay, for me on this card, I don't know why it's like it's the penny pincher card. Like it's like somebody giving you breadcrumbs. It's like they're giving you the bare minimum. Whatever this devil energy is, only you know. This devil energy is not satisfying you. Like this devil energy is not it. It's not it, honey. This is like little tiny crumbs that he's just giving little tiny crumbs to the, I just don't know. I just don't know. With it keep, it's like just enough to keep you coming. Like how they lure the fish, the bait. They put a little piece of bait, rip the worm in half, and put it on there. Get them to come into the spot. And then they might, the first they dangle that, then then the fish will eat the worm, and then they'll throw that fake bait in there to try to get you, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit shinier and stuff. Like this is the like bare minimum. But I feel like you kind of already know because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups, and he is just like in his head about everything else. So like, it's kind of making me feel like this could be anything. Like he's got so much stuff in his head going on, and the only thing that's covered up is like him. Like his only thing is you're not focused on is you. Like this kind of comes between you and this energy of whatever this energy is. Now let's see. Yeah. You got the strength card. Whatever this is, it's not going to be the easiest thing. No, everything is easier said than done. This is not going to be it's not going to be easy. This person, you might have a history with this person. Yeah. You got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands just talks about, wow, you got the Sun card once again at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Wands just talks about indecision, like being, the Swords talks about being in your head, and this is just like you're in your head, you're going back and forth with yourself. You need to kind of follow that gut feeling and just go for whatever that gut feeling is, which is your intuition, and just go for it. Go for whatever that is, whatever that gut feeling is, whatever you feel strongly about, and just go for it. Blindly jump into it like the fool, just on the edge, just like go for it. I don't know. Go for whatever that is that you can't see the other side of. Could be well worth it. Let's see. 2 more cards. Yeah. You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the Seven of Swords, kind of, you see what he's doing. He's just like, I don't know. He's like, I got my cake and I'm going to eat it too. Like, man, I know I'm carrying all this stuff, but I think I can handle that. No. Spirit saying no. You can't carry somebody else's load when you got so much already on your plate. It's a no-no. That's a no-no for me. Like, Spirit is saying no. They're saying no right now. That's you can't do it. You got a lot of baggage you need to unpack for your own self. You can't carry nobody else's load, because what if they leave you and then you're stuck with their load? How you gonna unpack somebody else's load? You don't even know how to pack, so why you gonna help them carry it? You don't even know how to unpack the load. Why would you help them carry it? Let's see. Wow, your last card is a Sun card. Aww. That's just like wish fulfillment. That's just like everything. That's that happiness, that happy ending. That's that everything, that everything that you want. And that's what we're working on right now. We're working on trying to get you out of this energy to try to shift you into that, your greatest life, like your greatest self, your higher self, your higher energy, your higher train of thought, your higher perception on the world and on everything. That's what all this is for. Let's see. Spirit, how can I get out of this energy? How can I? Okay. You got the She-Wolf. It says unleash the wild within. Goodness. I'm messing up my whole spread. Okay. Okay. Unleash the wild within. Now I'm going to tell you, because this came out on top of your Fool card and your Devil energy. Okay? Unleash the wild within. I said about this Fool card, about how it was just kind of carefree, but for the wrong reasons. Like, you know, as long as I don't see it, I'm good type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Until they bring you back some type of sickness or something, then you got to, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a problem. But right now, it's okay. Out of sight, out of mind type of thing. It's time for you to unleash that wild side. I don't know what your wild side is. This is going to be the one card that I read out of the deck for those of you that are new. Most of the Oracle decks come with a book. This is my favorite one. Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And when they did the little pictures and drew the things, they have their own meanings. Yes, I read cards, but they came with their own little meanings of what they message that they wanted to get across when they illustrated the card. So, let's get a couple more cards. Unleash the wild within. I don't know. Surround yourself with protective energy. Whatever decision that it is that you're going to have to make, this devil energy, getting away from this devil energy. Surround yourself with people, places, and things that bring you some sort of comfort, some that protect your energy, so to speak, because nobody can do that but you. But surround yourself with things that comfort you, that bring you some sort of peace right now at this time. I am going to come back to the She-Wolf card. And I am going to read that one out of the deck. Because I'm feeling like I was saying, out of sight, out of mind, like, you know, caring about the wrong things. Unleash the wild within. It makes me feel like it's time for you to unleash that part of yourself that is supposed to care. You know what I'm saying? That part of yourself that is supposed to give your lover the hard time. Like, hey, where you been at? Like, what's up? Who the fuck is this? Excuse me, YouTube. I don't know if that's allowed as cuss word, but you know, like, who is this? Who is she? Why are they commenting on your stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that kind of out of sight, out of mind person where you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. And you know what I'm saying? As long as they still dealing with me type of thing. No, it's time for you to unleash that side. For me, it's like a passionate side, like, you know, showing that person that you do care, like showing them that you do care. Maybe they're doing these things, acting out and stuff because you show that part that you just like, you know what, I don't care. You can come back. You come back here every night. I don't care about what you do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want you to care a little bit about what they out here doing. I don't know. Let's see. You have the Hermit card on top of your Two of Swords and your Cup of Love. Oh, your Ace of Cups. You have Recharge and Retreat. So maybe it's time for you to think about this decision and really think about this decision and stop beating yourself up about the decision, because the Swords talks about it being an inner conflict. Like the Swords talk about it being in your mind. I don't want to say it's all in your mind, because that's where the seeds are planted. That's where things start. That's where the greatest ideas start, are in your mind. But this is about a decision to be made. And they're not saying that, I don't know. I feel like we're all very intuitive enough to where we know, like we just know when something isn't for us. And sometimes we fight with ourselves, and you know, it becomes an inner conflict because we're constantly going back and forth and back and forth. And it's like when you're putting that much emphasis and attention and giving that much energy to a situation, you're fighting with yourself at that point. Because sometimes you're like, you can go back and forth for like a day, you know what I'm saying, for the whole day. I would say like a day or two is normal to go back and forth with yourself, like, man, did I make the right decision type of thing. But when you're fighting with yourself for weeks or months on something and you have not budged, your feelings have not changed, maybe it's time for you to reconsider. It's time for you to reconsider. At that point, I feel like it's your guides trying to tell you, like, hey, that's them telling you in the back, and you think that it's you in the back of your mind, but really it's not. What's you is that fear, because you got to remember that your guides are not fearful. They're not scared of anything. Excuse me. That's why they're trying to lead you. They're trying to lead you to your highest self, something that you're scared to do. You could be scared. I mean, like, it's a natural thing to be fearful of some things, but that thought of fear, baby, that's not a guide. That's not guidance from anybody but yourself. And those lower vibrational energies, that's where that guidance is coming from. That's why you're going back and forth. It's like you're going back and forth between your mind and your heart's desires, or what your soul's telling you, your soul desires. Your soul is screaming out to you. Either way, they're both forced to be listened to, not to be reckoned with, because then you wreck yourself. You go crazy, you overthinking, you overanalyzing, and just, I don't know, because at first I was like, I was hearing comfort zone. It's like, step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. However, this is a general reading, so it's like a lot of energy being picked up here. So it's different stories and different for everybody. Like, this is not gonna, it's not all the same. You guys could be going through very similar things, all of you, but all this stuff is not gonna be for everybody. Like, everybody that resonates with some parts of these things, everything in here might not be for you. It could be, but I don't know. I don't know. Only you know. You can drop me a comment and let me know. Okay, let's see. This is my last card. You have the Knight. It says be brave and honest. And I feel like that's more so with self. It's time for you to be brave and honest with yourself and the things that you really want. Like, I look at this picture and I see how he's holding it over his heart, like the things that your heart desires. And that's the kind of the energy that I was picking up on. Like, you going back and forth in your head, trying to figure out which way you going and how you coming or leaving, like if you're leaving the situation or you're not. It's time for you to really be brave and honest with yourself, because you got to be honest with you. It's not about what other people think and like, hey, I'm just being honest with you, but this is what I think. It's not about that. It's about you being honest with your own self about what it is that you want, what it is that your heart desires, what it is that you feel so strongly about, because you do have some cups here. Wait, just the Ace of Cups. And I see that you've been through things. And I see that you're going through things now emotionally. And even he has a sword here. It's like an inner conflict. Like, even the Knight is holding a damn sword. And it's like, it's time for you to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what it is that you want and kind of tackle that. Be brave enough, courageous. While we're on this subject, today is a full moon in Leo, and the Leos are known for their confidence and their courageousness and being brave and all this right here. Like, they're all about this. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Earth Guardian. It says stay rooted and grounded. So that may cause for you to do a little meditation on whatever this situation is. Only you know. About this devil energy, I have to go back because Spirit is telling me, okay, with this devil energy, this, I feel like, could be some of your energies. This foolish kind of carefree, like, I don't need nobody. Okay, they're having me go back to tell another story. I don't know. Like, kind of being, I don't want to say that toxic fool, but it's like, are you choosing? Are you, your decision to kind of be a little dark and kind of block yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first started the reading, I said carefree with the Fool energy. It gave me this carefree vibe. And it also gave me the comfort zone vibe. So it's like, Are you choosing to be comfortable and like no worries and stuff instead of choosing this cup of love? Or this, it's a cup of love. Look, it's a cup of love. It's like you're choosing between, not saying that it's not good energy to, to be alone, but if it's because you don't have the strength to really make this decision, because maybe you feel like you'll be carrying too much, like, that's you overthinking it. Like, this is in your head, like you're thinking about it too hard, when it really should just be as easy as, like, you know what, I really like this person and I just want to see where it goes. Like, life is just, it is, and if they feel the same, then it should be that easy for you. But this is like indecisiveness. Like, you don't even know if you want to. Like, you don't even, like, you're weighing your options. Like, you're trying to make a decision between this. I don't know, because this devil energy, like, I'm not saying that your solitude is not a grand thing, but it's like this devil energy, just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I just don't know about it. It doesn't feel good. Like, okay. So you're indecisive about this cup of love and this and this. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's your happiness. Like, you're choosing between yourself, I don't know, because it could be like inner wounds. You know, but you didn't give me any healing energy either. So it's like you're choosing to sit with your demons and let them fester and boil under your skin instead of going for something else because it's different, because you never experienced it before. Or is it just plain old fear? Let's see. Yeah. But Spirit is telling you it's time for you to retreat. It's time for you to go back. I don't want to say to the drawing board, but it's time for you to go back and kind of do some meditation. I'm heavy on the meditation, but do some inner work. It's time for you to go sit with yourself, do a little bit of introspection, and really think about this decision, whatever it is. I don't know. I can't see who likes the videos, who watches the videos, or none of that. Only if you guys comment, I can only see that. So I don't know who this is for. But yes, heavy on the retreat and the recharge. It's time for you to pull back and kind of really think about it. Or you could be right now, like, thinking about it. But I don't think that you're giving it too much thought. I feel like it's time for you to pull back. And when you're thinking about it, really being honest with yourself. Like, being honest with yourself. Not anybody. This is not for anybody else. This is not a family reading. This is not for you and your mom or your sisters and your brother. Like, this is not for you and your spouse. This is your reading for you. Very personal. Let's see. Yeah. Pay attention. Time for you to pay attention. This may be something that you're not seeing correctly. It's time for you. It's time for you to pay attention to this situation, to yourself while you're by yourself. Oh, hold on. I forgot to read the She-Wolf out of the book for you guys before I keep on going. It says, let your wild side up and out, unleash your talents and your desires. You are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart. The part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within you help you track down what direction you want to go in. And don't let any traps or hunters get in your way of freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. Pay attention. It's time for you to pay attention. Let's see. Sexuality. Some of you could have a little bit to do with your sexuality. You might be scared, like, you know, I don't know. You could be scared to, I don't want to say come out of the closet, but, you know, scared what other people are going to think. Confirmation. For some of you, this situation with this cup of love and this indecision is confirmation for you. You being honest and being brave with this situation, with yourself. This is not about anybody else. You don't have to be honest and brave with the other person. You have to be honest and brave with yourself, because these two things right here, this is recharge and retreat. These swords talk about inner conflict. These are things that you're struggling with inside your mind, your heart, you know, what you're struggling with, and it's giving you a hard time. This is your confirmation for those of you that resonated heavily with this. This is your confirmation here. Let's see, one more card. Okay. Stability. You got freedom at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Kind of like free your mind. Freedom from this sort of self-sabotage, because when it's inside your head, that's what you're self-sabotaging. This is not the work of anybody else. This is the work of your own mind. And as long as you let your mind run wild, your demons run loose, and all that hurt and that pain go untamed, baby, you are self-sabotaging. You're not healing yourself, so you're not pouring into anybody else. You're kind of bleeding over into other situations, if that makes sense. You got the stability right over top of your sun card. So it's like, if you can follow through on what I've said here, it's going to give you that stability and that happily ever after, that wish fulfillment, that sun card. Like, you're going to have that. I am just going to get one card from here, and I'm going to leave you guys to it. Let's see. They gave that to me fast. You got tears. Oh, right on top of your strength card. It's the onion. Tears. Okay, let's see. We're going to look it up real quick. That was the first one. It says, your emotions seem to be running the show, and crying over spilled milk is not the answer in getting to the root of your sensitive outburst. If you slice me in half, my chemical irritant will certainly give you something to cry about. My defense attack is familiar to any kitchen witch, but be brave and fight back the onslaught of teardrops. Unless you wish to season your meal with salty tears, instead use my pungent aromatic flavor to transform any dish. And after consumption, you will find that you have the power of banishment upon your very breath. Oh. Okay. So it is time. Your feelings are running the show. Like, we said that already. Like, all right, pile number one. I hope you guys got your message. Love and light to you all. And if you chose another pile, I'll see you there. Hello, pile number two, or everybody that chose my Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. This message is for you. So today we're asking Spirit what it is that is holding you back right now and what you can do to move things along. Get yourself out of this rut that you're stuck in. All right, let's see. What is it? What is it that has power number 2 stuck there? What is it that has power number 2 stuck? Temperance. Temperance talks about patience. I was going to say, you guys got to be really impatient or something. They ain't giving me no card. The Temperance talks about patience. It also talks about, to me, how I'm just looking at it, pouring into yourself. I feel like your biggest problem is kind of pouring into yourself and more so seeing your worth. You have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about ideas and raw talent that you have, that you are sitting on, things that you have not, raw potential and stuff that you have not done anything about, that you're kind of, that's what they are. They're ideas. They're just ideas. I feel like you're having a problem kind of focusing on yourself with the Temperance card. As you look, we're asking Spirit about what your problems are, what has you stuck right now, and how we can get you unstuck. So the Temperance card usually talks about you pouring into yourself, but for it being an issue that you have, your issue is kind of pouring into yourself and realizing your self-worth. Because I see how he has that kind of enlightenment around his head where he's just like, he or she, this angel, neither male nor female, and they're just kind of enlightened and pouring into themselves. And it's like, your most enlightenment is going to come when you start to pour into yourself, because you are important. Not saying that other people in your life are not important, but you're the most important part of your life. Even me, I have 6 children. I am the most important part of my life. Why? Because without me, where are my children going to be? Without me, like, who's going to take care of this house? Who's going to take care of my kids? Who's going to make sure they're good? Like, without me, my life, this world, their world is nothing. Like, I don't want to say it's nothing, but I'm just saying, like, my oldest son's only got another year and he's a grown man. So it's like, I don't know, your problem of pouring into yourself, like I already said, knowing your worth, knowing that you are worthy of all the love that you have to give. Like, you have to know that you're worthy, like not anybody else being worthy of what you have to give, but you. Like, are they worthy? Like, are they worthy of what I even have to give? And if not, you pour that love into yourself, and you don't just give it away. Like, he or she could have chose to pour it into the river, to water the flowers, but no, he chose to pour it into his own cup because he's enlightened about how great he is, like how much of a great person or how worthy they are of that cup of love that they would give it to themselves. That self-love, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So your biggest problem is kind of seeing your worth for me. Seeing that your ideas are good enough. As long as you do have the Page of Cups, it's just kind of, your focus is not there. So I can get into that. Yeah. The problem that you have is, I want to say letting go. You have the four cups. The four of swords. The four of swords talks about hanging it up and kind of just being in that rest mode and just like, you could be battling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be, I got the swords to battle. Look, I got my battle swords there. They ready. But you chose to hang them up and kind of do a little, or you're needing to hang up your swords and do a little bit of contemplation. Excuse me, guys, because this is my first time doing a reading like this, and it not being exactly what the cards represent, so it's new. So yeah, I feel like this calls for a little bit of rest from you, a little bit of rest from you, kind of pouring into everybody else's cup, a little bit of rest from you. Let's see. You got the Sun card. It kind of threw me off. Like a little bit of rest from you, pouring into everybody else, from you worried about everybody else's happiness and that sort of thing, instead of worrying about your own ideas and your own business ventures and your own potential that you have, your own talents that you have. That's why they're saying you're struggling to pour into yourself and to show yourself that gratification. Show yourself that I know I'm worthy of all this stuff, and start attracting it instead of being pessimistic with your own self. I don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to, man, everybody's out here doing the same thing. I just don't know if it's just going to, like, don't do that to yourself. Don't be a pest to yourself. Don't be a pest to yourself, because that'll get you nowhere. The swords do talk about, being in your head, the inner conflicts. That's what the swords represent in the tarot. So it's like you're needing to kind of step back and rest on, think about it. Think about how much it is that you are pouring into other people. How much, and it's not pouring into like you're giving them this and that and you're providing for them. I mean, like, pouring into them energy wise. Like, you're giving so much energy and supporting the other person so much that you're not even worried about yourself. You're not even focused on your own cup or your own ideas or your own heart or your own happiness, because you're so busy trying to support and help somebody else along their journey. Remember, your cup is supposed to overflow into others' cups. It's not supposed to be, I got a full cup, baby, I'm going to give you half of my cup. Now we both got a half a cup. You can't help nobody else. Like, you can't help nobody else. If you sip from your cup, the other person that you just gave to now has more than you. Whether that's energy, love, time, everything should be reciprocal. It should be reciprocated. It should be giving back the same way you gave. The same thing you put out doesn't mean that you need to give back the same thing that you put out, but you need to get something in return. Energy for abundance. Like, I don't know. I say, yeah, I feel like it's time for you to sit back, Four of Swords, and think about the things that do make you happy. Or realize that this stuff is not going to get you your happiness. If you're pouring into everybody else, if you're not focused on yourself, and if you're not sitting back to really deal with those inner conflicts and sit with your demons and figure out, like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I giving so much? Is it because that you want some things and you want that in return? And we are supposed to be that what we want, that shoulder to cry on because we didn't have it. The adult that we didn't have when we were children, we are supposed to be that. But you got to realize when you're giving too much, like, be that adult that you needed as a child, But don't allow that child to take advantage of you. And they see like, oh yeah, they too nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people know that. People sense those types of things when people are just, when you're just too good of a person, and they just like, oh yeah. By conversations, it'd be things that you say that you just give away everything, and people will use that to their advantage. It's time for you to kind of sit with your everything from the past and your demons, because like I said, the swords represent inner conflicts. So all those conflicts that you have built up, those blockages and stuff, it's time for you to sit with them and feel and think about why you feel the way, or why you do the things that you do. What led you to want to give so much? What led you to want to support people so much? Because you didn't have the support? And you didn't have the support. Like, why didn't you get the support? How do you know you didn't have that support as a child? Ask yourself those questions. Like, you know, and then you sit with yourself, get your notebook, your journal, and you're, next thing you know, you're writing. Like, yeah, well, every game that I had, my mom never showed up. My dad never was there. You know what I'm saying? And you start to uncover those things, like, this is why I give so much, because I'm expecting somebody in return to give me those things that I never got as a child, to support me in the things that I love and the things that I want to do and really mean something to me. At the end of the day, baby, you got to believe in you. You got to believe in those things that you believe in. You have to stand strong. You have to set your boundaries and say, hey, look, this is what it is. This is the do's and the do nots. Like, this is how we're going to work. This is what I believe in. And I stand strong and firm on this exact thing. That's you. That's your identity as a person, your beliefs, what you feel strongly about. And I don't want to say like it seems like you're being trampled over, or it's not giving me the energy that you're being ran over. It's giving me the energy that you're freely just giving. Like, you're just freely giving it all. Like, hey, don't. Guys, this is like very much my pile here. Like a year or two ago, I still am. I am very much of an overgiver, and you start to realize it after a while when you become aware of your patterns of a person, and just your traits and the things that you do and the things that you say and the way your mind works. You start to become aware of the things that you allowed, and how you freely gave this person the room, the slack, the blueprint, all of the energy to do you as dirty as they did. You gave them that opportunity. You allowed that to happen. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the death card. The death card talks about a rebirth. Like a new way of approaching situations, a new way of doing things. It's not a breakthrough, a new way of thinking. It's a new way of approaching. Because that's what he's doing on this horse. He's coming through. Like, he's coming through over top of all these dead bodies and stuff. Like, he's coming through. Like, he's coming through on his horse. Yep, coming through. Look, the Chariot movement. Movement. That is the willpower. You have it. You have it. It's here in the Chariot. You have the willpower to get through this. You have it. You have the willpower to make sure that you make it through this situation. The Chariot is about movement. We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get you out of this rut that you're in. Let's see. You got the Hierophant. Like I'm hearing boundaries. Setting your boundaries. setting your boundaries for this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups energy. The Hierophant talks about legal things. For me, I'm hearing boundaries. Like, I don't know why. It's screaming boundaries for me. Some of you guys need to set your boundaries. It's time for you to set boundaries, like I said, on what it is that you believe in, what it is that you feel strongly about. It's time for you to set those boundaries. And remember that everything is always, the universe is always conspiring in your favor. As long as you're moving genuinely and you're not like conniving or sneaking or lying and cheating, all those things, like jealous and all that stuff. As long as you're not, and you're not doing any of these things, and you're trying to progress. Nobody's perfect. We have these thoughts, we have some feelings, you know what I'm saying, we do it. Nobody's perfect. But what are you doing in your waking life? What actions are you taking to make sure, like, you could, having the thoughts and this and that is one thing, but if you are acting on these things, baby, to know that everything happens for a reason. My apologies, guys. I gotta stop and give my baby girl some juice. But yeah, you have the Three of Wands. Hey. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands just talks about plans being implemented. It talks about progress. Let's see what else we have. Everybody's needing to make a decision. I see. You got the Two of Swords. It talks about indecisiveness. It talks about indecisiveness, being indecisive. Okay. Choosing between, I feel like choosing between supporting everybody and really supporting yourself, and or being able to do both. If you feel like you can support somebody and support yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to bite off more you can chew. This spread is talking about you pouring into yourself, about you needing to pour into yourself, about you needing to focus more on yourself. The Two of Swords makes me feel like, even with this four, once again, I have to apologize. I had to go change my daughter. Anyways, have the Two of Swords, which talks about indecisiveness. Okay. Common for you to have a need to focus on your emotions. You got the Page of Cups here. The Cups talk about emotions. For you to focus on, I guess. I'm not guessing. I'm feeling like to focus, to really focus on something, whatever this decision is. This indecisiveness where you're like on the fence, you're in your head, you're going back and forth with yourself. I said I didn't want to elaborate on the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups, I mean, yeah, look what he's doing. Yeah, he's focused, and the cups talk about emotions and stuff, but it's a fish in his cup. It's a river behind him. Like, you focused on the wrong thing. Like, you're right now, you're focused on the wrong thing. And You got the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles for me right now is screaming, giving for balance, to keep the balance. You see how he has the scales and he's giving to this one person to kind of like keep the balance on his scales. And I'm going to tell you why. We talked about already in this reading, things being reciprocal, making sure that you're giving, making sure that you're getting just as much as you're giving out. It doesn't have to be in the same form or fashion that it was given, but you do need to get something, whether it's just good energy or you know, time, love, whatever it is. You have to make sure that you're, you know, it's not one-sided, because that's how we drain ourselves. We're giving, and this motherfucker's still giving the same damn breadcrumbs they was forever ago. You know what I'm saying? Underneath your Chariot is like having the willpower to say, hey, this is not serving. It's not serving, baby. We gotta make it something shape. Which is what this energy today, this full moon in Leo, by Leo is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is known for shaking things up, having to do something. And they're also known for their confidence. Leos are known for their confidence. Whenever you have a full moon or new moon under a certain sign, you need to do your research on that sign and see what kind of energies that they're bringing in with their new and full moons, because we're all affected by these moons, whether from the good side, their greatest attributes and traits, or the darker side, their depression and anxiety and withdrawal. And for Leos, I am pretty sure it's about, I'm going to do a video. It's about like their self-sabotage, like, but they're really mainly about their willpower, like their confidence, their courageousness. It's a lion, baby. It's a fucking lion. Excuse me if we're not allowed to curse, but it's a lion, and they're, you know, that ferocious side. Like, I don't want to say aggressive, but baby, aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying? It's about like, hey, this is what it is and this is what it's not. The yeses and the no-nos. Okay, back to the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. You guys, watch out for that video. It might even post before these videos get to post, or this video, since it is one this time. But the Six of Pentacles talks about giving to keep that balance, and not just giving to get this. You know what I'm saying? Because if we give and give and give and give, and we're not giving anything back, maybe we become, we're heartbroken, we're angry, we're like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we're everything that we shouldn't be. So right now, it's like, you're cool. Like, you're cool enough to be freely giving and not getting much of anything in return. Let's get one more card. One more card. Ooh, you got the Devil energy. This could be a toxic relationship. This could be an addiction, lust, whatever this energy is, or this person that you're giving to, this situation that you are giving to, it's toxic. Like, it's a little dark. Like, it's heavy energy today because the Devil card came out in the first reading, so it sucks to see it again. And not only do you have it again, you also have the Tower card, which talks about upheaval, things just kind of falling apart. And this is right now energy. Okay. Let's see. Now we can get you out of here. Only you know what this Devil energy is, okay? We're trying to get you out of here. They're saying, baby, all this giving and all this in the world is not going to keep your scales. It's not going to keep the balance. It's not going to keep the peace. Like, it doesn't matter how much you give. You got to know when you've given all you've got. When you've given everything and you're just like I said, you like this in your cup. And it's like, damn, I gave you half my cup. You made your half a cup shake to damn 3/4 of a cup. And now I got a 1/4 of a cup. You know, and nobody's trying to fill back up my cup or give me a little drop, a couple milliliters or nothing. So it's like, know when it's enough. You got to know when it's enough. You got to know when it's not good. You know when it's not good, but you got to know when to end that. You got to have the willpower to put a stop to that shit. Like, I didn't say things progressing because like every card reads different for every single reading. For me, this card is about the willpower. He's at a complete stop. Bruh is not moving or going anywhere. He has come to a halt. And he's just like, you see his face? His eyebrows, he kind of angry to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, he look a little angry. Like, he's just like, you know what? This is it. This is all what it is. It's time for me to get this and get the message. The bottom of this deck, you have shed old skin. Somebody just recently told me, if you're watching this video, you'll drop down, Chris, about something that they heard about a snake. About a snake never changes. They just shed their skin. So snake is always going to be a snake. They just get bigger, they get better, and they shed their fucking skin. So it says a whole lot for this. I hope this was your pile too, because it's confirmation for you, baby girl. Like, that shit is serious. But yes, remember that, because like this devil energy is like, remember, snakes never change from being snakes. They get better and wiser and faster and quicker and sneakier and bigger, and they shed their skin, and that's all. A snake is a snake, baby. Ooh, that came out and went back in. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, what can pile number 2 do to get them out of this energy? They said this is your card. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but you got the Lord. It says take charge with authority, baby. Take charge with authority. On top of the Hierophant card, which I told you guys, to me, it was screaming boundaries. Boundaries. Set them boundaries. Stand firm on your boundaries. What it is you believe in. My apologies again, guys. Mommy duty calls. Anyways, you have take charge with authority. On top of your Hierophant card, and it makes me feel like boundaries. I think I already said like boundaries. Setting your boundaries, standing firm on your boundaries, those things that you believe in and you feel wholeheartedly about. It's time for you to stand firm on that. Everything that's you. That's your identity. That's who you are. And if you allow somebody to shake what you believe in, that's when you allow somebody to shake you and the person that you are and who you are. Your identity. If you're not going to shake me out of my identity, you can bite the things that I say. You can bite my personality and my energy. You can mimic me, baby, but you could never be me. Ever. Excuse me. That was for somebody. And I hope it's the same person that's been watching my page. But we're going to let you live your best life, queen. Anyways. What can pile number 2 do? Okay. You have you have the Hermit card. It says retreat and recharge. It's time for you to fall back. Look, right on top of this Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is like, he's hanging it up. And he's just going to kind of sit with, I don't know if I said, but the Four of Swords, the swords represent inner conflicts. Things that we go through on the inside, okay? Hence the reason why these two are together. The Two of Swords is like indecisiveness. Yeah, she's blinded, but she got her hands all free. She's not bound by anything. She's not tied up. She's just kind of like choosing to be blinded and choosing not to make a decision and just kind of sit there in sort of like in limbo and just sit there and be stuck because of whatever darkness that you have. And the moon calls out to me in the background. The moon talks about things being done in the dark. It talks about subconscious things, you know, things in the back of our mind. And the swords talk about inner conflicts. Those are thoughts. Those are feelings. Those are emotions, mostly thoughts that block you from being your best self and making those best decisions and moving you forward to your best self because of people and situations that we encounter every single day, like things that we decide to deal with, situations we decide to put ourselves in, and people we decide we're going to shack up with or hang out with or give our energy to. So your Hermit card on top of your Four of Swords and your Two of Swords about you making this decision. You hanging it up. You're like, he's hanging it up. He's resting. He's kind of just sitting there with his demon. It's time for you to kind of recharge your light. You don't want to, you know, because you're sitting with the demons, but you're needing to kind of harness all that energy into your lighter side to kind of, shed light on those demons so you can better understand them, better work with them, tame them. Those thoughts, those pessimistic thoughts, those little pests that will creep up in your mind and make you feel like you just ain't good enough, or you know what I'm saying, you got to change yourself, comparing yourself, whatever it is, whatever these thoughts are, like, it's time for you to kind of recharge and shed light on your best parts of yourself and not allowing these thoughts, because that's all they are. They're thoughts. And you can kill a weed, and your brain is your garden. You can kill a weed in the garden. And right now it's like, you know, your spread is not full of swords. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got you a little emotional. Yeah, it's not a whole lot. You have this, like, I feel like it's like this big, like you have this little bit of a little bit, like you have this little bit of hindrance going on inside your head, which makes it hard for you to make decisions. And it's time for you to sit with that, to sit with your demons and kind of say, hey, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm light, you the dark, we the yin and the yang. We just need to separate. This is where I start. That's where you end. You know what I'm saying? When I need you, I'll pull from you, and type of thing. Because your dark side never really needs your light. I don't know. Because in the yin and the yang, they have the little circle of the white over there on the circle of the black. So it's like and it makes me feel like that's like that part of your light that's kind of trapped in the darkness, like where you gotta kind of heal to have that complete like the one and the one, and I mean the side and the side, and just it really just being one and not kind of. Anyways, you have the stargazer. It says set your sights higher. Okay. So right now, I actually just had this conversation with my 14-year-old yesterday. I said, baby boy, you're everything you touch is is greatness. Everything you do it to your fullest potential. You are a GOAT. Like you there's nothing that you can't do that just will not be great. And I said, sometimes you allow yourself to not live to your fullest potential, and it's not because he's scared. Like I said, it's not because that you're scared or you feel like you're not going to be able to live up to what it is that you want to do. It's just like you're like, this is you, and this is where you decide to set your bar and just go under instead of reaching up and kind of blooming. Because to me, it's like, I'm like one of those people, those people that they say they like football, they talk about football, they use football metaphors, fishing metaphors, and whatnot. I'm one of those people, I use gardening metaphors a lot more than I should, but I was like, reach up. Like the plants reach up to the sky for light, and they stretch and they grow and they blossom and they get bigger. Anybody that has houseplants, if it's been a couple of days, it's been rainy, and you put your plant in the light outside on the porch in a window that has full shade, you will see your plant stretch. Your plant stretches like we stretch. If you stretch in the morning or do yoga and you know how good it feels, they stretch to open up to give light to all of the branches and the leaves on the plant. And they even lean towards, if you guys notice when it's hot, when the sun is out, your plant leans towards that sun and it pulls in that energy that helps them grow. So just a little plant knowledge, I guess. But yeah, set your sights higher. Like, it's you and you got your bar set here. It's convenient to just dip and go under, but at a point it becomes a little backbreaking. Like, for what? For what? Like, I'm never gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna be up here and my bar for myself and my sights are down here. What I want to accomplish. Like, I'm up here as a person, but the things that I want to accomplish are so beneath you, baby. That is it. It's beneath you. Like, you allowing these things that you're allowing, it's like, it's so under you right now. It's so beneath you and who you are as a person and what you stand for. If you know what you stand for, these boundaries that you, like I said, I didn't want to say walking over you, but with you not setting your boundaries, it does kind of feel like you allow people to kind of take advantage of you sometimes. Okay, you got the Medicine Guardian. It says be open to healing information. Be open to information that's going to help you heal in any way. Information to help you grow, to help you expand. As a person, excuse me, I was looking in at the card. It's the green for me. Like, we were talking about plants and stuff, and it's the green. It's the growth for me. Being open to information that's going to help you grow. Allow you to kind of shoot up and blossom. I am going to read the Stargazer. No, I'm going to read the Medicine Guardian because that's what they said. It says, be open to healing information. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. You are being exposed to information and insights that will have a traumatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive to your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. I love that. I'm going to pull a couple of these oracle cards, and then we're going to do one for my witch's kitchen, which is probably my favorite one. That one and the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck is probably my favorite 2 decks so far of my collection, which is very small. All right. Spirit, what can pile number 2 do to get them out of this rut? What can pile number 2 do to get them out of this rut, Spirit? You got Nana Buruku. It says essence. It's so beautiful. Take charge. Leave I feel like your essence as a person, who you are. Like, I don't know, it screams identity for me. Are you having an identity crisis? Like, you're needing to set boundaries. Like, your boundaries define who you are. Or you allow. Like, you allow a lot of things. You're a pushover. You don't allow too much. You're a bitch. Like, you're just stern and speak everything that comes from you. You're an asshole. Like, it's just so, your essence. Like, what is your essence? Finding your essence for me. Something, we're asking Spirit, how to get you out of this rut. And it's like, your essence as a person, as who you are, as the things that you believe in. And she just kind of stands there with her dagger, and her little vase probably has ashes in it from her husband or something. Like, I don't know. It's just like, she's a very spiritual woman. Like, her dress kind of flows into the cloud smoke. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's real spiritual for me. Like, it's really like essence, your person, your identity, who you are, like your essence, you finding that. At the bottom of the deck, you have gratitude rampage. It's already happened. Whatever it is, this situation, you're going to make the right decision. I feel like you're going to make the right decision. It's time for you to kind of be thankful for all the things that have already come your way. All the things that you already have. Even the smallest things, baby. Waking up every day is not small. And a lot of people don't even care about being thankful for that. Giving that gratitude for the day, to the sun, to the sky, to the everything, to the earth, to the trees, for air. Like, just being grateful. It's the small things that keep you on this planet and living and stuff. And sometimes I don't want to say we take advantage, but we do. Okay. All right. You got my buddy. My buddy. I don't know. Do you see that? Anyways, it says key. I feel like you have that key. You need to just tap into it. Like I said, meditation. Kind of reclaiming that energy is kind of sort of what he did. Like, yeah, you got all these keys, you got these keys floating around, but it's like his key is bigger and better because he done called it back. All these, like, this for me represents like energy, like all this energy around, and he's recalling his energy to build on what he already had. And he just built on it, and he made it bigger and better. Like, you are that key. You're going to decide to allow things to break you, or are you going to learn lessons and build on what you know and what you have and who you are as a person? This is the next card. Then the next card that flipped over, it was nurture. Pretty card. She is in the fields. Now I'm just going to go ahead and say it. takes me back to the garden a little bit. It's like nurturing your garden. Right on top of the healing card. I love when it works like that. Like right on top of the healing card, being open to healing information. It says nurture. Nurture those seeds that's already planted there. It's time for you to nurture your garden and get out them weeds. Knock them weeds out. It's time for you to knock them weeds out. And nurture your garden. Water your seeds. Replant some seeds, because it's all about learning, relearning, growing, and that's it. It's about growth for me. Like it's about growth and doing things better and better and better until nobody's perfect, but just continued progress, continuing to progress and becoming better as a person, not being better at what you do in your job or better at your outfits and dressing up. I'm talking about being better as a person, because baby, none of that stuff is going to get you anywhere when it's done and said and done. None of that stuff is going to take you anywhere. But you, as your person, or what's on the inside, baby, that's going to take you far. Yeah, it's going to take you places. One more card, and then I'm going to let you guys go. You got 4 to 5. I'm going to read this one out of the book since I didn't. It says, when your defenses are down and you're feeling low, allow me to strengthen your Allow me to strengthen your weakened resolve. Don't be fooled by my pretty dainty petals, for I have the power to enhance your immune system. Just a couple of drops of my tincture will fortify you against symptoms of a cold as I battle against the virus on your behalf, just as I thrive and grow within the secure confines of my herbaceous border. It is imperative that you build your defenses. I will lend you my protective shield to activate and maintain your core strength and help you adjust through this period of emotional and spiritual transformation. As you work with healing properties of my cone flower, I'll help boost your clairvoyant and psychic abilities, restoring energy to enhance and raise your cone of power when working in ritual magic. We all know what fortify means, like to be strengthened, and what it does. I can't pronounce that word. I'm not even going to try to. I don't want to look crazy. But yeah, it is a plant. It's an herb. You can actually buy it dry at the grocery store. You can make teas. You guys can get at me on your herbal teas. I got what you need. I don't have this plant though, but I can get it dry and I can make something happen. However, fortify is about strengthening and like making it strong. You got the essence and you have the key here. And this purple's just, it's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. It's time for you to strengthen that essence. Stand on your boundaries. Take charge. Get yourself out of this. All this energy that you have away from this situation or person or whatever it is. It's time for you to strengthen yourself as a person. Excuse me, to help you grow, to help you elevate, to help you learn, to help you progress as a person here. However, that is the end of the message, the end of the reading. I hope you guys got your message. I hope you guys were able to take something from the table. Remember that this was a general reading. That means that everybody that clicked on this timestamp all got the same message. You guys may not all be going through the same exact thing. Everything in this message may not resonate with you. However, you take the things that did resonate and apply them to your life. when you come back and get a reading and you're like, man, it's nothing didn't work out for me. And it's like, baby, you decided to shake things up and go a different route. All I can do is tell you what they said, is to read the cards. Don't shoot the messenger. I deliver the message. You decide whether you're going to follow the message or you're just going to let things kind of roll with the waves. Love and light to you guys. I hope that you guys did get a message. And if you guys chose another pile, I'll see you there. Okay, pile number 4, or everybody that chose this Green Cauldron card deck, my Witch's Kitchen deck, Oracle deck. This is going to be your message. I feel like I skipped the pile, but I guess I don't know until I stop the video and start it all, watch it from the beginning. Skim through it and see if I missed anything. All right. All right. What it is that is holding you back right now, and what you can do to get yourself out of this situation, out of this rut that you're stuck in, out of this energy, whatever it is. Let's see. Let's see what they got. What is going on? Okay. And you have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. He see what he's doing with his money. He's just got it everywhere. He's holding it that thing real tight. So I'm feeling like right now your biggest thing is you're really focused on your coins. Not that is a bad thing, but yeah, it's gonna make you like, you got the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. But you know, 4 of Pentacles just talks about you really being focused on your money, and it could cause you to have missed out on opportunities or left somebody out in the cold, because that's the 5 of Pentacles talks about. Like, you know, somebody feeling like they just kind of been left, like they're out in the cold. Somebody out in the cold. It's snowing and somebody's out there. Because you're not worried. You're not worried about. Have no worries. I mean, you may not have any worries, but you're not worried about anything else right now except for your money and making sure that's my money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, securing the bag is what you're doing. But I feel like you might be missing out. Let's see. Okay. You got the 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands talks about stuff. And you may be working on something else. On the deck, you got the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks about a new way of thinking, a breakthrough, like a breakthrough of train of thought, like an aha moment. Don't need to wanna have that victory. Okay, So you got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about like it's like a victory, okay? But it's like a recognition from others as well. So it's like you wanting to be recognized by other people for something. Um hmm. Are you wanting to be victorious about? Let's see. Or like you wanting people to see that you came a long way. Like the wands do talk about like outer conflicts, like things that you physically actually been through. You want people to see that you came, you know what I'm saying? Like you're focused on you done came really far. You done got your things together. Like you want people to see that, and it kind of is holding you back. Maybe from this justice that you are seeking, or you know what I'm saying? Like um you wanting to get recognized for having gotten your things together, keeping your shit together, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Only you know. Like, it's a general message, so it may not be resonate down to the T for every single person on here. You always take what does fit for you, what does resonate, and you leave the rest of the stuff. Don't go home and try to make this fit because of, oh, that hit. And then it was like, ooh, that didn't hit so much. You should leave that right here because that was for somebody else. That little part was just for somebody else. Um, yeah. It's like you're trying to get this recognition. I don't know, but you do. You know. And with the high priestess, it's like, okay, two things. Intuition, that knowing, okay. And then you got the moon down here at her feet. It also talks about that subconsciousness, that subconsciousness, that subconscious, that in the back of your mind, kind of that dark side. Like, I don't know, the letter B could be very significant because it does, like they say, the letters B and J could be significant, but for me, the letter B could be significant here, because it's what jumps out at me. Like it's like I'm only seeing that B is like the dark sky. It's like that darker side. Um, it's like you want everybody to see all this what you've been through on the outside, but yet you have all this that inside kind of hurt. Um, you got the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and that Page of Wands just talks about ideas and stuff that raw potential things that you know, talents that you have and stuff that you just sitting on. Like he's sitting on these coins. You're kind of sitting on these ideas, or this passion that you have, this talent that you have for something. You're kind of just sitting on it. Only you know, and I feel like it's because of this sort of darkness, subconscious. Subconsciously, you could be like, yeah, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, doubting yourself. It's like I know, but it's like, ooh, do I really know? Like, it's kind of that's the energy that I'm getting. Um, Like, you do know. And the problem is that you do know, but you decide to kind of doubt yourself. You like, see, you came a long way. Congratulations and kudos to you. for working on the outside, but I feel like it's still some more work here to be done. Some ways to be left behind. Let's see. Yeah, what is that? You got the justice card. You are going to get your justice. Like, that's also part of your problem, is that you're seeking that kind of validation from others when you need to be giving it to yourself. Because others haven't done you right in the past. Not saying that things don't change, but just right now, like, it's 2023. It's heavy on self-love, self-care, and caring about yourself, showing people how to love and to care for you. Your boundaries, your everything, your person, your identity, who you are, what you believe in. Like, it's time for you to stand on all that stuff. That stuff makes you who you are. Don't seek that and look for it in nobody or anything, any place, any drugs, any bottles, any of that's you're not gonna find it. It's in here. It's all up and through here. Like, it's all up and through here. We have all the answers. Yeah. You're kind of in your way about, it's like, hey, I deserve this. You know what I'm saying? I deserve this. Like, y'all give me this shit. I don't know. This is kind of the energy. It's like, yeah, you've been through a lot. Got the nine of wands at the bottom. It's like he done bandaged himself up, and you know what I'm saying. He's just like, dang, where do I go next? This is where you go next. You go to the ten of wands. You pack that shit up. It's time for you to take all this stuff and throw out the wand suit. He been beat with him, stabbed with him, thrown at him. He's fighting with him. He in the middle of stuff for no reason, and he's finally like, you know what? I'm done. Time for me to get it together. But your problem is, like, you want to be recognized for this. For what? Like, this is self-growth. This journey's not for nobody else. This is your journey. This is only for you. This is not for anybody else to give you that kudos. Like, oh, you did a good job. No, because you secretly that they mad. They secretly mad that they couldn't do it. Or that, you know what I'm saying? They waited so long to even try to get it done. They looking at you like, man, this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but the emperor, he is somebody who's really stern and really strict and kind of like what I say is, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you want this. You feel like you deserve for people to recognize your growth and where you came from, how far you come. Baby, that ain't for everybody. People mad. They jealous right now. Kudos to you, but you probably ain't gonna get it nowhere else. You gotta give it to yourself. You wear that as a badge. You show people. Hey, what you talk is cheap, honey. Talk is mad cheap. Like, people say a whole lot of stuff. Who cares what they saying? They gonna talk about you when you doing your best. They gonna still find something bad to talk about. Even if they did congratulate you, they still gonna turn around and say some really, like, what does it matter? It shouldn't matter. This needs to be for you. This needs to be for your growth and for self, and not for anybody else. Like, period. It's not for anybody else, and you're looking for something that you're not gonna get. And if you get it, it's gonna be halfway sincere. You're gonna get it from people. It's not gonna be from the people that you want to get it from. It's not gonna be from those people. Those people ain't the ones. You got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, he's juggling. Okay, you got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Again, a new way of thinking, a new way of, I hope that this is going to help you or be your confirmation that you needed to say, you know what, I really do got to stop being this pest in my life and stop doing this to myself, or allowing what people to say to to persuade me in any way. Then you got the Ace of Pentacles too underneath that. Like, sheesh. Anyway, you got the Empress in reverse. The Empress, the nurturer, okay? She's intuitive. She is the Empress. You have the Emperor and the Empress. It's Empress in reverse. And it's just like that doubt. You're doubting yourself. You doubt that doubt. The subconscious, like you're allowing that darker side to kind of not saying that it's dark, it's toxic or anything like that, but like those darker this recognition to kind of dim you from keep growing. You're allowing this, what you want, what you're looking for, this recognition from other people, you're allowing it to kind of hinder your growth. Because in this, I don't know, these weeds and looks like wheat, not wheats, like wheat, or like these little things down here. She's just in the middle of the garden. It's like in reverse. It's like, dang, it's not growing, is it? Like growth, because she's the nurturer. So it's like the opposite of you nurturing what you've been through and all these seeds that you planted. You're deciding to be stuck. Like, you juggling, like the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. It's like, am I going to keep going, or am I going to sit here and wait because I know I deserve this? Like, I know I deserve this. So your struggle right now is like, you're not growing, you're not nurturing your struggle. Like, you're not nurturing these seeds. Like, yeah, you're focused on your coin, okay. But it's like, I don't know, you're allowing this to are you? Right now you have been probably for a little bit allowing this to hinder your growth. But are you going to continue to allow it? Because that's why we're here. That's why you tuned in today, to see what are you going to do? Are you going to allow this to keep, or are you going to, is this you right here? You come through with the new way of thinking. Like, but aha, like I said, it was the aha moment. It's here. The aha moment is here. And it's, what are you going to do? Let's see what you can do, how we can get you out of this energy, guys. We can do to get you guys out of this energy and into some good stuff. Shift this. So yeah, I see a new way of thinking. Like, think about it. It's time for you to think about it. Like always. Okay. Set your sights higher. I think everybody has probably gotten this card in all four piles. Like, you guys have set this bar low for yourselves. Like, y'all up here and y'all set y'all bar down here. Like, y'all just, I'll just bend over and get through this shit. And it's like, you refuse to reach up and really grow and flourish and reach your full potential. Is it like, I see it being subconscious. Of course, with the swords, we know that it's the way you're thinking about things that's hindering you right now. But Spirit is telling you to set your sights higher. Like, you're setting the bar low for yourself. Like, it's crazy. It really is. Because my message has been the same for all of you guys. I mean, see you. This is you already up there growing. But this is your bar for yourself, and the things that you want to accomplish is down here. For what? Reach for the stars, baby, because this is a stargazer. Like, reach for the fucking stars. That whole lowering the low blow stuff, nah, it's not it. That's not it. You're not going to grow if you're mentally here and physically, and you're just like, everything you want and just desires. Like, come on, no. That shouldn't even match up. I don't see it. The Justice cards, like, and it's the balance. It's like the balance. You gotta find your balance. That ain't balance, baby. That's you just like setting the bar low for yourself. Is you're allowing, because you're, I don't want to say it, stubborn, because the emperor's stern and he's set in his ways, kind of. But I'm gonna say stubborn. It's like you're just kind of being very stubborn right now. Or that's just who you are as a person, and it's like, where is the, let's see, you got the druid man. It says hold the space. Hold the space. Hold the space. I am going to read that one out of the book, y'all. Because it's like, okay. It's like, hold space. Stand firm on the things that you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, stand firm on your beliefs, on what you believe, on your boundaries that you set, on your worth, knowing your worth, okay? Holding the space, knowing that you know your worth and what you're worthy of, but at the same time, not being stubborn enough to knowing that you need to let go of energies that are not serving you, thoughts, and your wants, because that's ego. You know what I'm saying? And like you want, like you know you're worthy and you deserve a lot of great things, but it's like, don't be too stubborn to where you feel like you know what you deserve, but at the same time you know it's what you want. So you kind of gotta use your discernment, but hold the space. Like when you firm, you know what you believe, and I don't know, justice kind of jumped out at me. Keeping that balance, like keeping that balance between yourself and what you know that you're worth and the things that you deserve and those things that you want, because you know you worthy of some great shit and you know you deserve this shit, and you know what I'm saying, but it's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a balance. Only you know. And that's where the juggling too, it's like the juggling comes in the same thing. It's like, but right now it's hindering you because it's not allowing you to grow and to progress as a person. Right now it's kind of restricting you a little bit, having these thoughts. Like, yeah, hold space on what you believe in firmly. But it's like at the same time you're setting the bar low for yourself, being stuck in this energy, being stubborn and stuck because you feel like you deserve it. Like, I don't know, I've been saying it the whole time. Like, I deserve this shit. Like, you got the Sage. It says, be devoted and committed. On this decision, whatever you're packing up to move forward to, whatever you're in, energy that you're juggling around right now, it's time for you to be devoted and committed to your growth, to allowing yourself to grow, being committed to your growth, like being committed to your growth and to learning and to nurturing yourself. Like, this Empress in reverse. It's just like, I don't know. Because these things at the bottom, like they almost look dead. They're all yellow and stuff. That's why I said wheat, but it's like not, you have the Traveler, and this card I am going to read out of the deck. It says move in a new direction. Okay. The Traveler. Here we go. Move in a new direction. It says welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or your inner worlds. The road you are on may be a road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person because this recognition will support you in going even further, and there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends and you'll become companions for a lifetime. That is so crazy that I had no message for move in a new direction. That's just what it is. Okay. You are being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person because this recognition will support you in going even further. Like, it's crazy because this is the energy that is kind of restricting you, and they need you to self-recognize. They need you to have a little self-recognition right now for yourself. Pat yourself on the back, baby. It's okay to pat yourself on the back and give yourself that kudos, that good job, like that love, that self-love, that self-recognition, because it's important. It's important for our growth because sometimes we're not going to get it anywhere else. All right, what's at the bottom of this deck? You got be graceful in movement and action. Okay, let's see. Get a couple of these. Yeah, pay attention. And it came out in reverse. Yeah, a lot of red down here too. It's a lot of passion. A lot of passion. I'll take it. Okay, so because it's around her head, it's like, don't pay so much attention to your thoughts right now. I see how she's holding the baby's hand over her heart, and it's like, Paulo, don't allow your thoughts to get the best of you. Don't give them so much attention right now, okay? If you can't meditate and kind of quiet the brain chatter, pay less attention. Pay less attention to the thoughts and the brain chatter, like, because the brain chatter is like your voice, your mom's voice, your dad's, your sisters, your brothers, everybody who you get opinion from, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's time for you to quiet all that as you set your sights higher. It's time for you to the doubt, people telling you like, oh man, that might not work out. That might be too much money. You gonna try, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it's time for you to kind of dim all that stuff down and really sit with yourself and kind of hold your space, what it is you believe in, your boundaries and stuff, and pay less attention to those thoughts. And set your bar a little bit high. Raise your bar. Flourish. Like, grow, blossom. Get yourself out of here. You got the witch metaverse. See, she's just whipping something up in her little cauldron. Let's see. I'm going to read that one out of the book. And One more card. Pile number 4. They got create. It's time for you to create your happiness as we do. Plant those seeds. See how a lot of greenery here. Or not even plant the seeds, but nourish those seeds. Develop those seeds. Help those seeds evolve. Hermetic. Create. Like, yeah, it's like kind of like going within those to those little subconscious, that doubt, that not nurturing, and create on that on those subconscious thoughts, and that sort of darkness that I was seeing, and create on that darkness. You know what I'm saying? Make something of that. Don't allow it to make you and who you are, because that's a part of you. It's a part of who you are as a person. It's a part of your identity, but don't allow it to just be you, consumed. Let the darkness consume you, and it just be who you are because of the things that you went through. It's like you never, you know what I'm saying, even try to heal. Like, it's time for you to create on that darkness. Use that darkness. Like how they're using these herbs and these lemons. Like, life gives you lemonade. You know the saying. They got lemons down here, and it's like they're using what they already have to create this. This is my metaphysical cannabis deck now. So, marijuana cake ball. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could be making, but they're making something with they making something with what they got. Lemon marijuana cake balls. And it's probably going to be, like the kids say, bussin'. Let me read this one card, and then I'm going to get one more card from my witch's kitchen, and I'm going to let you guys go. Let's see. We got the metaverse, which... Okay. Metaverse. The card appears when it's time to be very mindful of how you are delivering messages, thoughts, and your general vibrational output. Your general vibrational output. That's this stern. Like, I just heard that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, it's time for you to be aware. Okay. Is your cauldron boiling over or sparkling? Are you producing thoughts that propel you into a ritual of a happy witch or a sad witch, a badass boss witch? If this card appears beside the food meditation card, is a sign to take note of how you are speaking to yourself and what you are feeding your body. It may be time to incorporate some supplements into your daily diet. It didn't come out next to that card. So, So it's metaverse. It says be aware of your vibrations, of the vibrational output of the things that you're putting out. Like, don't say like, yeah, stand firm, like you just, you deserve things, but don't allow it to. Be aware. Just be aware of how you're putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like pay less attention to those thoughts and pay more attention to those thoughts of self, or not the thoughts of self, but being aware less of the thoughts of others and more of your actions and how you're putting yourself off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may not be getting it because of how you putting yourself out there. I don't know. How you doing things? Let me get one card of motivation. Okay. You got aloe vera. It says soothe. Soothe. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to kind of not be so. It's right on top of your emperor card too. So it's like kind of soothing that rough side, that stern, strict side, that so masculine side. It's like kind of calming the tiger, baby, like calming the lion type of thing. It's like chill, calm down. It's time for you to see things. It's time for you to think about it. Like if you calm too, like if you're calmed down, you're not so worried about, man, why ain't they doing it? Why ain't I getting it? And thoughts. Like stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. And just kind of roll with it. Roll with the smoke of the. Let's see. Aloe vera. It says, there, dry your eyes, for I have come to soothe you in your time of sorrow. The trauma of physical discomfort has taken its toll, and you yearn for the suffering to pass. It's not been easy for you lately, and you have been craving peace to alleviate the distress. I am known as the plant of immortality and invite you to cut my spiky, succulent leaf and peel away the skin to find inside a soothing gel effective enough to calm any irritant or inflammation. I am a powerful antioxidant who offers unique therapeutic properties, especially when applied as an ointment for your skin and gums, and when used in a beauty regimen. I shall thrive if you pop me in a clay pot in the sunniest windowsill. Keep me on hand as a soothing amulet against accidents and misfortunes, especially around the home. I usually don't read that much, but I feel like it was needed. I hope you guys got your message. Remember, this is a general reading. So everything in the reading may not resonate for you. You take what does resonate, what fits for you in your life right now. You leave the rest here. What does not resonate, what messages were not meant for you, leave it for the next person. But I hope you guys did find your message. Love and light to you all.